Welcome in to Remedial Adventuring 401, a new real play TTRPG podcast. I'm Adam Souza, and I will be your guide through this fantastical journey as your DM. Prepare for an epic tale with 6 adventurers, each bearing the weight of their past failures from their original parties. Now thrown together in the remedial class, they're on a quest for redemption and their elusive adventuring license in the captivating realm of Alorium. So, gather around the virtual table, wield your dice, and brace for a tale of second chances, daring escapades, and the pursuit of greatness amidst setbacks. Welcome to Remedial Adventuring 401, where new legends emerge from failure. We find yourselves now outside the building that you're trying to get in with a dead wolf underneath a bunch of dirt.
Dirt wolf.
Wolf.
Dead dirt wolf.
Dead dirt wolf.
D.
DM. Mysterious DM. I think everybody's excited to play.
All right, well, you guys are at the outside of a building. The door is open but partially obscured by a 5-foot cube of dirt that has slightly molded to the earth. There are 2 windows, but they're very thin windows on either side of the door. The building itself is a 2-story building, but the bulk of it is 1 story, with just the center of the building having some type of second story above it. You did see earlier a hyena and a bear inside the building. Only the wolf seemed to attack you as you tried to come through the door.
And from what I recall, it was a quote-unquote small bear.
Yes, it was a small bear and a large hyena.
Where do
Ursa
hyenas
Minor,
fit?
if you will.
Where do hyenas fit into the whole gay stereotype?
They laugh?
That's the same place Whoopi Goldberg does.
Yes.
Resisting Ted Danson joke here.
Oh, come on. We both know that's just resisting arrest.
So, we are out of combat, correct? We're out of initiative?
Well, you do have 2 enemies nearby, but you are currently not in combat.
Okay, yeah.
And the dirt is preventing the door from being shut, correct?
It's definitely preventing the door from being shut, but there's enough space above the dirt that you could enter the building from.
But let me ask this. The door opens inward or
Outward.
outward?
Outwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if
Is
I were
this
to say...
building made of stone?
if I were to say push the door shut, the dirt would prevent it from closing.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. If I recall correctly, I have given bardic inspiration to both the Dragonborn, both of our scaly friends.
Yeah.
So I feel like they should take the initiative.
If I recall correctly, we're supposed to start at the hay house.
What?
3 little pigs. Hay, wood, stone.
Gotcha. Okay,
Big little
so
pig.
I mean, we did make short work out of the dirt wolf.
Yeah.
It was a wolf, now it's a dirt nap wolf. So I think we're fine with that. The question is, they could come out at any second, right?
Theoretically, yes.
Which we would welcome them.
Sure.
Happy Pride.
If I remember correctly, last time I regurgitated some acid in my throat and ready to spit. So if anyone could just open the door.
It is open.
Everybody released their held actions on the wolf, which instantly killed it.
Yeah. We did kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics game that we were just everywhere around it and killed it. Can we do that again? I mean, it worked great before.
Well,
I mean,
we need to lure them out through the entrance so that they would come out one at a time.
Quick, somebody stick their calf in and shake it around.
And ready more dirt.
Yes.
I can only do that once a day.
Oh, damn it.
Also, wait, whose
I
net
did
was
bring
it?
up the idea of
It was
Dutch
my net.
oven,
It was my
but
net.
you all would have to leave and leave me by myself.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was good. I liked the Dutch oven plan.
I do believe your net is currently under 5 cubic feet of dirt,
Oh,
and
yeah.
on top of a wolf.
Oh, we can dig it out later.
Oh yeah.
All right, make a note of that dig.
Just
Okay.
please.
So I think our breath attacks are also supposed to be once per rest, short or long rest. Okay, yeah, once per rest. I don't think I haven't used mine. Don't think.
Right, you used your net.
Right. Yeah. So I could ready my breath if we lure this thing out again, or lure the animals out. I can't use my net until we dig it out, though.
Can I use minor illusion to lure the bear out?
What type of illusion would you like to do?
I figured I'd
Sort
just
of
do a
honey.
honey pot. Yeah.
Honey
They call it
pot.
honey pot for a reason.
I mean, you
I
definitely
mean, that would
could.
lure me out. I'm not even. I think I'm more of an otter.
All right. Well, if you would like to try to make an illusion to trick the bear, you may do so. You would have to cast it, and then it's a. Is there a thing on it? Is there like a wisdom save to know it's real or not?
Successful intelligence check.
Okay, so an intelligence check against your spell DC, which is a 17.
Bears are dumb.
Yeah, fun fact: brown bears don't have the greatest of intelligence.
Really? That's good.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's do this.
Is everybody ready to attack this bear so that I can do this now, or should we wait a second?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Ready.
All right. Well, it got a 9, so it's like a pot of honey. And while you can't see anything, so wait, where is this pot of honey?
Okay, so can I, since it's minor illusion, can I make it move? I want it to waft through the air, like you see in those old timey cartoons with the pie, like that, but towards the door.
Sure. Okay. You put it into where you think the middle of this room would be, and you have it move towards the door, and you can hear heavy set paw prints with claws coming after it, slowly but coming after it.
I wanted to give it a little wiggle at the top of the dirt hill and then slide down.
All right, it's going to make one last attempt at knowing this is a trap, but it has a -4. Okay, it rolled a 19, but it got a 15, so it failed.
Whoa.
Right, so it follows the thing. It attempts to climb up the dirt, and it is now on the top of the dirt, which is on top of the wolf.
When I see the head of it at the top of the dirt, I want to cast Firebolt.
And I want to spit.
Okay, hold
I just meant. Oh, that was out.
Roll for spit. Roll to Hawkalug. What would that be? Would that be dexterity?
I think we talked about this on the ship
is.
already.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
The breath weapon has a dexterity save when you're the recipient. So I would think, yeah. Yes, we did already go over this.
I mean, it's all about tongue dexterity, so.
It is.
Wow.
Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month. All right, Myrtle, you're first. What would you like to do?
Was I supposed to roll for initiative, or did I not do
Why
this?
did I agree to do this with these people?
Yeah, I don't know if I don't think. Are we all supposed to roll for initiative, or?
Everybody's in.
Okay.
Okay.
Hooray.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, everybody in.
So I'm supposed to be taking a maneuver against the bear, correct?
Correct. The
Indeed.
bear has crawled to the top of this pile of dirt. It is up to you what you would like to do.
I believe I'm armed with my bow, so how far is he?
Within 10 feet.
And does he... I mean, he's an enemy, correct?
He is an enemy, yes. Well, you're assuming it's an enemy. It's a wild bear.
Okay. I will go ahead and take a shot.
Doki. Okay, 25 definitely hits. And you deal damage. Okay, it's injured. Any bonus actions or movement?
Just a minute. I do have a bonus action. Can I do an insight check?
Sure, give me. Actually, I'm going to say this isn't an insight check. This would be animal handling.
Okay.
All right.
Dirty 20.
With a dirty 20. Good job. This is a hungry bear. So while it in itself may not have preemptively been like, I'm going to go kill a human, it would if given the chance.
I mean, who?
Okay. Whomst among us?
Yeah. Okay, I'm good then.
Okie dokie. Next comes Hollybrook.
Okay, so
And Cassandra, you'll be up soon, so get yourself ready.
I will probably attack with my dagger.
Okay, dagger away.
Hey. Everything else seems to be.
Okay, with a 5, you miss.
That makes sense. Well, if the animal would stop moving, I could hit it.
Now you have 2-weapon fighting, so use your bonus action to attack with your mace. You could do so. Okay, with a 3, you miss again. All right.
Stupid bear won't let me hit it.
Now it's the bear's turn. So the bear is going to attack. Now it's surrounded by people, so it's going to flail about. It's going to make 1 bite and 1 claw, but against two different people. It's going to try to attack with the claws Hollybrook. So it slashes Hollybrook pretty badly. And
apparently the bear can hit you.
A medicine check.
The bear is in fact a doctor.
Okay.
18.
With 18. You are undead, so you don't really bleed out like you normally would. You feel like normally you would be bleeding a lot more. So at least you're keeping your insides inside. But you're definitely in a lot of damage. But this is the first time you've actually been hurt since coming back to life. So
that's fun.
Interesting thing just to be aware of. And then it's going to try to attack by biting. And it's going to attack Ahaz. All right. It pierces onto Ahaz's bad arm. And you get a nasty bite on it. All right. Up next, we have Cassandra. And after Cassandra will be Eustace. So Eustace, get ready.
Okay.
I would like to cast Firebolt.
Okay.
16.
Okay. A 16 hits.
1.
Okay.
But if it's flammable, it catches fire.
Wait, what?
It says if it's flammable, it catches fire. Oh, sorry, I hit that again. My bad.
So only a flammable object.
Is a bear not an object?
A bear is a creature. Yes, this is Smokey the bear, who is made out of fire resistant material. So he's okay.
Wait, if it's Smokey, then he's wearing those khakis, which could be flammable.
Yes, the khakis burn off. All you have left is just a naked bear.
Just a buff naked bear.
Just like, only you can prevent forest fires, you bitch.
Just a ripped, buff, burning bear.
Well,
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Terrible.
I told you I was on drugs.
All right, Eustace, you're up.
All right, so where am I in relation to the bear?
So you are 5 feet to the right of it.
Okay, and the door, if I recall correctly, I was open.
I was
hiding behind the door.
Yeah, you're basically in the same spot as the door.
Okay, cool. Okay, so... And the bear is on top of the dirt, so... I want to ask a question just in terms of geography here.
Yes, Matt, it's the top.
The bear is on top. If I were to, say, just take a sword out and, just jab it on the other side of the door, that would almost certainly hit the bear, correct? Just in terms of geography, without rolls. Not that it would, succeed, but
I mean, yes,
it's
you are a 5 foot reach from the bear.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. All right. What I would like to do is actually cast Silent Image.
Okay.
Which lets me create the image of an object, creature, or some other visible phenomenon.
Sure.
That is no larger than a 15-foot cube. Okay. And I want to create I want to basically cast this in such a way that the dead wolf, rises out of the dirt. And blocks the view of the bear for where people are.
Well,
is that possible?
You can't block everybody, but you could block feasibly people.
Okay. Well, I basically want to make this giant. I want to turn the dead wolf into a werewolf looking guy, and then have him just stand in front of the bear so that blocks as much of the bear's view as possible.
All right. Well, you can definitely create the silent image. So cast your spell.
Okay.
The second thing, he is going to make a 1d20 -4 intelligence check, and it needs to be a 13. You got a -2. So this is totally normal for it to see its dead friend come back as a werewolf.
Okay.
So it believes it is real, and it is blocking, I'll say 2/3 of the people. So choose 2 people that it's not blocking.
Good question. Who are the furthest away?
So technically you're all kind of in this weird flux state of 5 to 10 feet away from it.
Okay. All right, I will pick whoever's, from the bear's point of view, whoever is furthest on the left that isn't me, and whoever is furthest on the right that isn't. So basically I want to block what's right in front of him.
So I believe that was Myrtle, because I think she shot it.
Okay.
And I think it was Carbon Fang who also used a ranged attack. So Carbon Fang and Myrtle are technically still visible, but are at a distance.
Okay.
All right. Alrighty. All right. So,
and can I? Oh, sorry. Good.
Nope, it's all good. What
is there? So I have a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
That is Bardic Inspiration yet again.
How many do you get? I thought you only got 2.
I have 3 and I've used 2, so I have 1 left.
I mean,
and I want to use that on some who's being blocked by the god wolf.
Everybody except for Myrtle and Carbon Fang.
Okay, all right. So it's Ihaz and Cassandra, right?
Ihaz, Cassandra, Hollybrook, and you.
Okay, I will cast this on Cassandra. I'll give her Bardic Inspiration.
So Carbon Fang, Ihaz, and Cassandra all have Bardic Inspiration.
Which is a 1d6 that you can add to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. Use wisely. Please use. Please clap. Oh, and one minor thing. Can I make the wolf look angry? Can I give him like angry eyebrows? Like he's mean now.
Give me
mean mugging wolf.
Give me a performance check.
Okay. That is a 20, dirty 20.
Okay, sure. It's an angry werewolf.
He'd be wearing denim too, like jeans.
Jeans, a thing that canonically does not exist.
Yes. Blue. Okay, all right. Well, he's just angry and nude. I like that better, actually.
Okay, angry nude wolf man.
Next to hot burning buff bear.
Can I have a jaunty little bandana?
Oh Lord. Okay.
I am so sorry. I'm gonna be like this all day.
Yep. Sorry, this is just how it is. Sorry. Sorry.
This is the life I have chosen. Okay. Carbon Fang, you are a little bit off to the side. You've seen people starting to attack the bear. What would you like to do?
I will attack the bear as well. So now I have 2-weapon fighting, so that means I have to attack twice.
You don't have to.
I mean, I get to do that.
So you get to attack. So 2-weapon fighting, it has to be a one-handed attack. So if you have like your sword and your rapier, you could do that, but you couldn't do that with your longbow.
Got it. I'll just use my sword and my rapier and attack the bear.
Okie dokie. Give me for the sword. Give me it to hit. Okay, so unfortunately a 9 does not hit, but you do have a rapier, so give me a rapier hit. Ooh, nope. And unfortunately a 7 also does not hit. So you make a valiant attempt. You jump forward. You slash. But I think what happens is you all of a sudden see a werewolf come out of the dirt, and it makes you scared. But then you figure it out. Any bonus action? No, that was your bonus action. So any movement or anything?
No. Can I use what Usis gave me earlier with bonus action?
Oh, yes, you can if you would like on the 9 or the 7.
Hell yeah! Look at this synergy.
I guess I would suggest do the rapier because it's a D8. So you roll on a D6, and if you get high enough, you will hit the animal.
Okay, so I'll make a D6 roll.
Yep. Hey, okay. So with a 13, you hit the bear. All right. So for the rapier, hit the damage. Okay, very nice, very nice. All right. So you slash with your sword, you miss. You see this weird werewolf come out of nowhere. You freak out for a moment, and if it just was like that, you would have missed again with the second because you hesitated just long enough. But you realize just in time, like, oh, that was just my buddy over here. You correct yourself and you successfully hit it with your rapier, dealing 7 damage. So I will take 7 HP away from the bear. Good job. All right. Ihaz, you are up. And Myrtle, you will be after Ihaz.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to use my breath weapon.
Okay. You only get one of them. You want to use it on the bear?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
So it needs a dex save of 11 to beat it.
All right. Well, it is more dexterous than it is intelligent, but it's not that dexterous either. It's just a flat D20. Let's see. Okay, got a 16.
Okay.
You watch as Ihaz throws up at the bear. The bear just leaps 5 feet into the air, misses getting thrown up on, and then just lands back down on the dirt.
It takes half damage on a successful save.
It lands on the vomit and takes half damage.
That's disgusting.
All right, so give me the damage. Okay, 8, so it takes 4.
Would you say that the hump of dirt is now difficult terrain because it's covered in fire vomit?
The vomit eventually just gets filtered out by the natural soil. All right.
Oh, it's
good
bloodied.
job.
We're doing good.
You bloodied the bear. Its feetsies are now bloodied as it lands in your acidic vomit.
Bean toast now.
Right, Myrtle, you are up next. After Myrtle will be Hollybrook.
Okay, I'm gonna take another shot, so I will just do that. Did I hit?
Oh, you definitely hit. 20 hits.
Okay.
It has an arrow sticking out of its shoulder now.
That's progress. I do have a I'm gonna hide. I have the cunning action, so I can hide.
Okay. Give me please a stealth check.
Okay, so it's 16.
Okie dokie. You well hide past its passive perception. It doesn't see you. You hide behind your friends. All right.
Okay.
Next up is Hollybrook. And then after Hollybrook will be the bear, and then Cassandra goes.
I am going to cast Sacred Flame.
Okay. Is that a 2-hit, or is that a dex save or something?
That is... I just had it pulled up. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay. What is your spells? 17. Okay. So it only gets a d20, so it needs a 17 or higher. And I got a nat 1.
Yeah!
Right. You get to hit it with your Sacred Flame. Roll it for damage, please.
Sacred Flame. We got the Sacred Flame.
Ooh, shit. Very high. All right. And you kill it with the word of God.
Whoa!
Alrighty. So now you have a dead bear on top of a pile of dirt on top of a dead wolf.
Hell yeah.
Now the door is blocked.
Are you guys going to move these dead bodies out of the way?
Question, is the werewolf still there?
How long does your thing last?
That is a good question. I am frantically looking it up. Let's see. Duration 10 minutes. Okay.
As long as you pay concentration. So
okay.
You can end it at any time, but it can last up to 10 minutes.
All right. Let's see. There's still a hyena in there, right?
Correct.
How much room is in the doorway in feet? If one were to climb on top the dirt, the wolf, the bear?
There's minimal space, not enough for a person to go through.
Could a certain undead waif be slid in on top, fart, and then be pulled out?
With great difficulty, I'm sure.
Okay, all right. Okay, fair. Did we...
Might be better off going through a window.
Yeah. And was there ever a other entrance in the back that we saw? That
you never
when I
looked
first
around to the back.
Okay. Are we out of initiative?
Technically.
Okay. Can I have Eustace just pop his head back around to see if there's a door or window in the back?
Sure. Give me a stealth check as you go around the back.
Okay. That is a 13.
Right. You go around the back and you pass by a window and you can tell that there's like a shadow moving on the other side of the window as you move past it, like it's moving in the same direction as you, and it's definitely not your shadow.
Oh, okay. So it could be a hyena.
It could be.
Or wait, the shadow was coming from inside the house?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So there's something in there. All right. And that is the window on the back or on the side?
On the side. You haven't even made it to the back yet.
Okay. All right. I guess I'd like to just very gingerly poke my head out on the back around the corner to see if there's...
So before you do that, does anyone else want to do anything?
I want
somebody to pick these dead bodies up.
Okay. what were you saying?
I wanted to dig up my net.
Okay. So I think Ollybrook and I have similar goals of cleaning up the front. Does anyone else have any objectives in this moment?
I'm gonna help them dig out the dead bear in the net using Mage Hand.
So it sounds like the group as a whole is busy right now digging. Myrtle and Myrtle and Carbon Fang, I just wanted to confirm, do you guys do anything else or are you helping them dig?
I'm 3 feet. I'm not going to be able to do much.
Oh, I want to make Holly.
I'll keep a watch.
Not doing anything.
No, you're standing there telling people what to do.
Yeah, she is not messing with any of that.
I know.
I am not ruining.
I'll
a good
keep a
pair of
lookout.
Okay, Myrtle's being a lookout.
I'll help dig as well.
Okay, cool. So it sounds like everybody's preoccupied. So they don't notice when Eustace goes and sticks his head around the back. Eustace, give me a perception check.
Okay. That is a nat 20 plus 2, 22.
Cool. You notice that the entire back of this, or at least not the entire back wall, but like a giant chunk of the back wall is completely broken open. Which is probably how the bear and stuff got in here, not through the door. And you have a hyena just staring you in the face, giggling or cackling, I guess.
Oh, well, he's cheerful.
While that happens, though, because you got a nat 20, and only because you got a nat 20, you look past the hyena, and you look for some, like, you just look around at the environment because you're just like, what the hell did I just get myself into? I would like you to give me 3d6 roll, please.
Okay, 3d6. 1, 2, 3.
And the order they're rolled in is going to give me a 3-digit number, so 345.
Yep.
So, with 345, nothing too special. Your eyes just happen to go inside the building. You see like an old table or something, not even a table, like a side table that would be up against the wall with a drawer, and on top of it is a weird little metal caltrop, and it in this world it exists, so your character would probably know what it is. It's just a toy. It's just a jack. So you just happen to see that, which is very boring and kind of disappointing. But you have a hyena in front of you,
and there's just a jack.
Yeah, like, just a random jack. Like you just happen to notice it. It's like, oh well, that's not important, and then you just kind of ignore it.
Well, how large was it?
No,
like
just
an actual jack?
like a toy, just a toy jack.
Okay, so like less than an inch.
Yeah,
like a tiny little dude. Okay,
like you could easily palm it, kind of deal.
Well, and the hyena is just looking at me.
Yeah.
And how far away am I from the hyena?
You are face to face with it.
Oh boy! And the jack is where?
Inside the building.
Okay, and I'm outside the building.
Correct.
And the hyena is outside the building as well.
The hyena is in the hole of the wall. So you kind of like turn to look to see if there's a door, and you're like, oh, there's a whole hole here. And then you realize, oh, there's also a hyena in the hole.
Okay. How much distance is there between the hyena and the doorway with the net and the dirt?
Oh, you're completely on the opposite side of a building.
Okay, all right, that'll work. And the hyena has seen me, correct? He
Correct.
knows where I am.
Correct.
Oh,
And
shit.
with your previous rolls, you pretty much realize it heard you going around the building, and it followed you to where that hole was.
Okay. Okay, I am going to use a bonus action
Okay.
to disengage from the hyena.
Okay.
But then again, we're not an initiative, right?
You're not technically. You're about to be.
Okay, so if I just hightailed it, there's no provoking an opportunity of attack, right?
I would say that because you're technically not in initiative, you could easily just disengage and run, but it's also going to chase after you.
That's fine.
Okay.
I want to fucking hightail it back to the group.
Okay. So, Eustace's speed is 30 feet. You will not outrun this thing. So,
Can I use my action to... Because that is a bonus action, right? Can I use... There's my action, then there's my movement, right?
Yeah, you get your action, your movement, and your bonus action.
Okay. So if I use one of those to disengage...
Yeah.
Which... Okay, that's fine. Whatever. I don't know. Eustace is really spooked because, oh great, it's another weird cat thing that's going to kill him in the dark. Or no, somewhere else where he shouldn't be. So Eustace isn't exactly thinking super clearly, so I'll probably just have him...
This is what happens when Eustace leaves. He gets killed by a cat.
Yeah, I don't like it so far. Shit. I guess I've already committed to running away.
So it's just a question of, do you run straight through the building to the blocked door, or do you try to run around the building?
I will just run around the building. Just immediately back the fuck out.
All right. So, you run 60 feet. It runs 100 feet. Catching up to you at your 60 feet. It pounces on you. You're basically just at the corner of the building, so you're able to yell to your friends, but what I would like is a dexterity check or a dexterity save from you, please.
That is a 20, dirty 20.
Okay. It pounces on you, but then it falls off of you. You manage to keep your balance, and you make it to the corner just in time for your friends to see a giant hyena. Right behind you.
I want to yell, hyena! And then, or also before that, I want to yell, not again!
Right. The giant hyena is added into this area. So, Myrtle, you were keeping watch. You instantly see this thing. Hollybrook, you were just dictating what to be do. You see this. And the others who were busy digging, you're further away, but you still see a giant hyena. This one is outside the building. You are not bottlenecking it, but you can still kill it. And it's definitely after Eustace. The bear itself is dead. So Cassandra, it is your turn. What would you like to do? You are using your mage hand to help dig, but you can do whatever you would like at this point.
I would like to cast Agnazar's Scorcher on the hyena, which it's a dex save of 17, it looks like.
Okay. So it has a dexterity. It's a little bit more dexterous than the bear, but not that much. Okay, with a 14 it fails, so...
3d8 fire damage.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
17.
All right. Takes 17 damage, is pretty badly injured.
Agnazar, you scandalous. Ooh.
All right. Eustace, you had just been pounced on. You scurry the way around the corner. You found your friends. What would you like to do?
Okay. Where is the hyena in relationship to me and them?
You are in between the hyena and them. The hyena is 5 feet behind you. Your closest friend is about 10 feet away from you.
Okay. Since I'm assuming we're back in initiative,
Yes.
I want to do the same thing to disengage with my
Okay.
Well, actually no. I would like to attack it.
Okay.
And then and this is a mechanics thing. I don't know if this is possible. Attack, disengage, and then step back about 5 feet. So somebody else is in front of me.
Yeah, you can move back 10 feet and then yeah, that's definitely a thing. But you'd only be able to attack with one of your daggers. You could use your 2 daggers if you use your bonus action to do that, though.
At this point, Eustace is a little bit afraid of animals, given he wants the safety of numbers. So
Okay.
I will just attack with. Actually, I have a. Let's see. How close am I to the hyena?
5 feet.
Okay, I have a short sword.
You could use your short sword.
I will use the short sword.
Sure.
And all right, that is a 7 with a nat
7.
1.
A 7 on your nat 1 unfortunately misses the giant hyena.
Okay. I would like to use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay, you disengage.
And then I want to put a good 20 feet between me and the hyena.
Sure. All right.
And I want to stand in the middle of everyone.
Yes, you run to the slightly less pile of dirt.
Okay.
You are now surrounded by friends.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! All right. Carbon Fang. Eustace ran away from a cat. What would you like to do?
I think I'll try my longbow this time.
Okay.
Ugh.
Unfortunately, a 9 still misses.
Sad.
Any bonus actions?
I have spells, ensnaring strike, or hunter's mark. Let's see what's...
Yeah, you could use ensnaring strike, and you could also possibly use hunter's mark. Yeah, you can use either one of them. But
then I didn't hit with the weapon. Is that still okay?
So basically what ends up happening, which one would you like to use?
Let's try ensnaring strike.
Right, sure. Okay, so you cast that. So you cast ensnaring strike. Because you haven't hit it, there's technically no effect, but it will stay up for a minute. So the next time you hit it, it will have the effect.
Okay. Should I do that, or what is the HP on this thing? What is it gonna die?
It's quote unquote injured.
Mm.
If you want, you could give me a medicine check.
Okay. Because I don't want to waste it. Let me see. 12.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit above half.
Okay, I'll just cast my spell then.
Okay. You cast ensnaring strike. So if you hit it within the next minute, you will get the effect of this, where the thorny vines will basically restrain it.
Cool.
Now it's the hyena.
I don't get to attack now, do I?
Right, it'll be next time. So the next time that you actually hit it within the next minute. So now it's going to run. It's going to run to Myrtle and try to hurt Myrtle. Okay. It bites Myrtle for 7 points of damage. Not fun, but that's its turn. All right, Ihaz, it's now your turn. After Ihaz will be Myrtle.
Okay. I'm going to try throwing my trident.
Okay. Unfortunately, an 8 misses, so you throw it into the field.
And it was for the bardic inspiration. That was what, 1d6?
Oh, yep, it's a d6. Let me see real quick. You could technically hit it.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Sure, give me a d6.
Nope. Not.
Unfortunately, not.
Okay.
All right. A little bit less into the field, but still in the field. All right. Any bonus actions?
Don't think so.
Okie
Not without that other arm.
dokie. All right, Myrtle, you're up. And Hollybrook, you're next.
Okay, so now we're attacking the hyena, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Did I hit?
Unfortunately, an 11 just misses.
Okay. So I don't need to do damage.
Right.
Let me see what I can do for bonus action.
You have 2-weapon fighting, so if you wanted to attack with a second weapon, you could. Although, no, with your short bow, that's two-handed, so you can't. Never mind. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's that.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Next. Hollybrook. And after Hollybrook will be Cassandra.
Is anybody seriously injured?
Eustace is currently perfectly fine. I think Carbon Fang took a little bit. Myrtle is damaged. She's 20 out of 27. You're damaged. You're 21 out of 30. And Cassandra's just fine.
Okay, but like nobody's on death's door.
Not yet.
Not
We'll
in
go ahead and
D&D.
try Sacred Flame again. Is the hyena within 5 feet?
Yes. No. You could move to make it within 5 feet, though, if you like.
Yeah, nah.
Okay. So
Hollybrook getting into it? No.
Okay, so you said a dex check, right?
Yep.
Okay, it got a 14. What was the save? A 17. It fails. Give me the damage for that.
4.
Hey, it's bloodied.
Woohoo!
Right. Cassandra, the bear or the hyena is bleeding. What would you like to do?
Let's make it bleed some more and throw another one of those scorchers at it.
Okay. Another dex save?
Yep.
Oh, I got a nat 20.
Let's see if I hit it either way. 3d8 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful. So he's still gonna take damage.
Okay.
So he takes 3 damage.
Right. You singe its side a little bit. It tried to jump out of the way, but it was too slow. It's holding on, but it's not looking good.
I have an interesting thing that I kind of want to do.
Okay.
The hyena itself. Now, do I still have concentration throughout all of that? Is the werewolf still there?
Yes.
Okay.
You have not been hit, and you haven't made any other spells. So.
Excellent. I want to use my action to change the werewolf into a big buff Mufasa.
Okay.
And I want that to run at the hyena and like pounce above it. Like I want it to just scare the shit out of this hyena.
Okay.
With that.
All right. It will make a save to see if it realizes it's real. All right. With a 21, it realizes it's real. And you watch its eyes. It gets scared for just a second and then looks at you with your little fingers moving around. And it's like, wait, no, it's a thing of that guy. And it just lets it pounce on him. And because it doesn't exist, it just goes right through him.
Okay. This is a weird question. Does minor illusion, or silent image, does it clip like video games do? Where if you're inside of it, you don't see, like, it doesn't get in the way? Or is the hyena, since this lion, this buff, like, ripped abs Mufasa, has pounced on him? Like, are they occupying the same space, and is it obstructing his vision?
It is not obstructing its vision.
Okay, so it's like a game where you've clipped through, and since you're inside it, you can see out without any problem.
You see like floating eyeballs of where Mufasa is looking, and that's about it.
Okay, in my headcanon, Mufasa is still wearing jeans.
What the fuck? Okay.
In my, I know that those don't exist in this world, but
That's fine. You've invented them.
I've invented just tight jeans on this buff Mufasa. Okay. All right. So that was my action. I still have a bonus action, which I would like to use to. How far away is he from me?
About 15 feet.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I think I want to ready an action.
Okay.
And I want to ready. Oh shit! Never mind. Sorry. Oh, he's 15 feet away. Okay.
Yes.
Is anyone closer to him than 15 feet?
Yes. Myrtle, who is currently being eaten by the hyena.
Okay. All right. Never mind. I will go ahead and use my short bow.
Okay, dokie.
And I will go for that now. And oh boy, that's a 10 on the hit DC.
Unfortunately, the 10 misses.
Okay, and then I want to use a bonus action.
You used your action to adjust your creature.
Right, but isn't the bonus action an extra thing? Or...
Right, but then you also attacked with a short bow, so you used 2 actions.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, sorry. Yeah. For my movement, I just take a couple steps back.
Sure. All right.
But to the side too. I want to flank it.
Okay. All right. Carbon Fang. Things are going on around you. What would you like to do?
Am I close enough to attack it with acid?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that.
Okie dokie.
Well, actually, I have a spell cast. I want to attack with a weapon so that the spell can go into effect, because I think the breath weapon doesn't go into effect, right?
Correct. So I would suggest maybe your rapier.
Okay.
Okay. Give me a 2-hit on your rapier, please.
Whoa.
Hey, and that 20. All right, give me the damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really
I think
good.
I might just killed it. Hold on. Yep, it's dead. you watch as it falls dead and then immediately gets wrapped up in thorny vines as it's restrained, even in death.
Sweet.
Right. Well, you have killed the 3 animals you immediately saw inside this wrecked building. Congrats.
Hooray! We killed 3 life forms. I mean,
they will probably come back and haunt us.
Loot the corpse.
Do they have any gold?
Would you like to inspect them?
I would like to inspect the corpses.
All right, where do you check for gold?
I would like to start with the hyena and work my way in to see if they have anything on them. And I would also like to take that jack.
Sure. But what I was trying to ask was, where do you think these animals have pockets to put gold?
I'm going to start at the same place the hyena would, the asshole.
I mean, do they asshole? You may search its asshole.
Eustace realizes the DM's point, and then just sees Cassandra coming in, and just is like, you know what? I'll let her take the lead on checking these things.
All right. To move things along, the animals don't have anything. Surprise, surprise.
Okay, I want to take that jack then.
Sure, you take the jack, but as you pick it up, give me a perception check.
Oh god, it's dice all over again. That is a 16.
All right, give me a nature check with advantage.
23.
All right, with a nat 20.
Yeah.
You pick up this jack. Jacks exist in your world, but they're usually made out of either metal or wood. It might be carved out of wood or something, but usually it's just made out of metal. This is neither. This is made out of some type of material you have never seen before. It's very light. It's smooth to the touch. It's not cold like metal, but it's a material you have never seen before.
Oh boy. Microplastics are going to invade this world.
There's
okay.
No the plastics.
What'd you say?
There's no escaping the plastics.
Yeah, all right. I put the dice in my palm and I instruct everyone to look at this miracle revelation of this light and not cool to the touch Jack.
Mm-hmm.
And say, look, behold.
All right, Eustace is holding a jack. He's holding a small toy.
The plastic make it possible.
Everybody looks at you with blank stares.
All right, I pocket it. I put it next to the dice.
All right, so you've got a pair of dice and you've got a weird jack. Does anybody else want to do anything? Don't all act at once.
I mean, what else is in the building? Did we search for anything?
Nope. You could go into the building now at this point. Eustace knows the hole in the back.
Go into the building and see what I can pilfer.
Sure. So unlike a lot of the buildings that were in this village, this one seems the most dilapidated, and it seems purely out of just bad craftsmanship. It's not because someone attacked it or something like that. It just fell down. There's a huge hole in the back wall. You're easily able to just walk right in. You see inside this building on the first floor are 3 sections. There's the center area, which has a bunch of chairs as if people used to wait here, or maybe they used to have some type of meeting or something like that. You're not quite sure. On one side, you see a copy of the bulletin board where they have quests and whatnot. And then on the other side, you see what looks to be some type of counter with a couple of chairs behind it, as well as a lot of filing cabinets and that type of thing. So it was probably a lot of paperwork over there. The only other thing that you see is that behind the counter, there's also a staircase leading upstairs.
I like to go up wherever the stairs go.
Cassandra goes upstairs. Does anyone follow her? Does anyone stay down here? Does anyone do anything else?
I'll go with her.
I'll go with her as well. Strength in numbers. No cats. No cats 2024.
I mean, it should be safe now, right? The building. So I would go check another different room in space.
Okay, so it sounds like everybody's going upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okie You all go upstairs and you find basically it looks like an office, some type of office. And there is a single bed in there, although it doesn't seem like that was the primary residence of someone. It looks like maybe they just used it to rest or whatever. But as far as the office is concerned, again, it's very dilapidated, but not attacked or anything. It's not a monster attacked this building. It's just old. You see lots of old faded papers on the ground. There are different filing cabinets. There are ledgers and books. Yeah, just like you would expect in some type of governmental office.
I guess, could I do a perception check and see if there's anything I want to look through?
Sure, give me a perception check. You see 2 things of interest. One is some type of book that seems, one is written in common, which is unlike everything else in this town. And 2, there's it almost looks like a diorama or something. And you see this white sphere inside a pretty glass container, and there's some type of plaque on the bottom of it. So it looks like just some type of keepsake or something.
I want to take a look at the book.
Sure. Looking at the book again, it's in common, and it seems to be some type of not so much a personal diary, but some type of record of someone who was working here.
Okay. Is it anything I would want to know about later, or is it just kind of like a journal?
Give me an investigation check. Okay, an 18. With an 18 investigation check, the majority of this journal is very mundane and doesn't hold anything of significance. However, it keeps referring to some type of incident, but it doesn't say what it was, but it keeps saying ever since this, or since we discovered this or something like that. But you don't have any context as to what that is. And the word that they used isn't it either isn't common or it's a word that like was made up specifically for that event.
Okay. Can I check out the keepsake as well?
Sure.
Yeah, I'd like to help her in any way.
Sure. You both see a physical sphere inside a glass box. It's about maybe 6 inches on each side with a little wooden base. And there's a little brass plaque, maybe the size of your thumb, on the bottom of it. And it says the Orb of Nymets.
Oh, the Orb of Nymets. Is that of the Eastern Nymets, or?
It's the Reformed Nymets.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Is that the Daughters of Darkness? Sorry, I'm trying to... all of my Catholic school upbringing is running through my brain.
I mean, Nymets does sound kind of like a Dune thing.
Can I do a history check to see if I know who the Nymets are?
Definitely. Give me a history or arcana.
13.
You have no idea. You've never heard that word in your life.
I would like to place the jack made of this miracle material near the keepsake and see if they resonate with magic intent.
Sure. You place them together. There is no resonation.
Oh well. I put the jack back with the dice.
I like that.
Speaking of the dice, I haven't used them yet today, and I'm itching for a craving. Is the keepsake important? Is what I asked the dice, and
yes,
I rolled 1.
It said yes.
All right, this keepsake is very important, and Eustace begins to covet it. And Eustace goes ahead, and I'd like to do like a real inspection of the area around the keepsake, because Eustace is now very afraid of things going the wrong way after that whole hyena situation.
Or give me an investigation check.
Okay. That is an 11.
Okay, so it's interesting. You find a lot of faded paper that you basically can't read, but you find one thin notebook that once you open it, you're actually able to read some of the text because it was hidden with its cover. And with a very base reading, you don't go through it too much. You realize like, oh, whoever had this thing also didn't know what the hell Nymets was.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'll just take it.
You take the Orb of Nymets?
Yeah, sure.
Okie dokie.
I mean, if this guy had it, and the house is still standing except for that whole back wall thing. Well, wait. Before I take it, do I see any like, shoes at the bottom that somebody has been pillar of salt or anything? Just dust and clothing. Do I see any trickery traps or evidence of death?
I'm going to say with your 11 investigation check, you don't know this.
Oh boy. Okay. Are these dice safe? That's a 4.
It says no.
Oh God. Okay. Well, I need this, but it needs to be safe. And is it in? You said it's in like a glass case.
Yes, it's in a glass case with a little wooden bottom.
Okay. All right. Do I see any boxes or anything else to put the glass case in, so that I am not directly contacting it?
I mean, nothing that would look like it would be useful.
Okay.
Like you could carry around the filing cabinet if you want.
I already have this cat robe that I'm carrying around, and I don't want to do anything else like that. Okay, all right. I guess I tell the rest of the group, hey, look, it's the Orb of Nymets, and see what they do. And I do like a rock eyebrow up, like,
Does Hollybrook recognize the name?
Give me any check you would like.
Uh-oh.
Anything that you think would be applicable, like medicine would not be applicable.
Oh, do I want? Well, I was going to do Arcana, but that's a +0. And well, you know what? What the heck? Maybe I'll get lucky.
You could give me a survival.
I got an 8 for Arcana.
Okay. You've never heard of the Orb of Nymets? It sounds cool.
You said there's like a black liquid in the bottom of it?
No. Did I?
What did you said? Describe it to me again.
It's a white orb inside a glass cube with a wooden base and a brass plaque.
Okay, so it is a white orb in a glass cube. Can I break the glass cube and just take the orb?
Sure. You just want to break the box?
Yeah.
All right. Do you use like a
I'll
weapon,
probably
or do you
take it
just
out
slam it
of
on the desk?
Eustace's hands.
Wait, what do you do?
I'm breaking the glass case around the orb.
What about my hands?
It's in your hands, isn't it?
No. This is
Oh.
dangerous. I'm not touching this thing right now.
All right,
I want it, but I can't touch it.
Where is it?
It's just sitting on a table on a desk.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit it on the top.
Okay. You hit it with what? A weapon, your fist, or you
My
take
hand.
it and... Okay, sure. Easy enough. It's glass. You break the glass, and the orb starts to roll on the table.
Cool. I grab it.
Sure. Give me another perception check.
Okay. 13.
It seems like on the bottom of the orb, which was hidden from view, you can actually see the word Nymetz written in like an orange font, like with a calligraphy script on this orb.
I don't know, maybe just run my finger over the Nymetz.
Sure.
Eustace just says Nymetz. Like, he reads it. How do you spell that, by the way?
I wrote it in the thing.
Nymets.
Okay, thank you. Huh.
Yeah, you run your finger over it. It's on the orb.
Trying to activate this son of a bitch. Eustace, cry on this.
I have nothing to cry about at the moment. You
Oh,
can't.
you have
expect
plenty
me
to cry about.
You can't expect an overwhelming flow of genuine emotion on command.
I'm just staring at him. Cry.
No, I have nothing to cry over.
Cry or I'll make you cry.
Make me cry. You cannot make. I have nothing to be crying over. I'm not sad. I'm quite content with things as they are.
Okay, let me go through my inventory. I'm going to take a single squash out of my bag and just chuck it directly at his face.
Sure, give me an unarmed attack.
While I throw it, I'm going to yell, cry! Okay, armed attack. I don't have that. I have my...
Oh, give me a high elf slap.
Okay.
What?
Okay, well, 21 definitely hits Eustace.
Oh, that hurt.
Cry.
Do I take damage?
Yeah, you take 2 damage.
Damn. Okay, that really hurt. Why would you do that?
Cry.
No. It just hurts. I'm not crying. I'm not sad. All right, I play here's the thing. I try to play a song on my bard instrument, which I am looking up what I have.
I'm picking the squash up to take it with me.
I try to play a sad dirge on my pan flute.
Okay. You play on your pan flute. Give me a performance check.
Okay. That is a 12.
Okay. I mean, you haven't been playing this for a while, so it's a little rusty.
I mean, I'm anticipating at best MIDI quality.
I mean, it's recognizable as a song.
Okay.
It is
Trying to
technically music, which is the best kind of music.
Know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em.
Know
when to walk away.
Know when to run. You can't count
your chicken winnings when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting.
I need a Myrtle, please.
What'd you say?
I need Myrtle, please. Myrtle, when you're there, you have a special action. It's called Eye for Detail. Could you give me a perception check?
Say that again.
Could you give me a perception check, please?
Yep. 19.
All right.
Oh my god.
As
What?
people are looking around and talking amongst each other, eventually you pick up one of the books that they were looking at before, and again they keep talking about like this incident that had occurred sometime in the recent past, or at least recent to when this book was written, and eventually you find a location for where that incident was, and it's not too far from here, and it's pretty much directly north.
Okay.
And who all is upstairs with the Orb of Nymetz?
Everybody's upstairs right now.
Okay, well, I made a little logo for it and put it in the chat, and it's fancy gold calligraphy because that's. But upon visually seeing it, Eustace, the
How
player.
turned
Let's
on
just
is
say, what'd you say?
How turned on is Eustace?
Oh, just can't not. He just can't.
Not
He's just
turned on enough
reveling.
to cry.
Not turned on enough to
Brings
cry.
out a weird.
Okay, so Eustace, the dice said he wants this, but it is dangerous. Correct.
Correct.
Okay. Is
Like
there
garbage?
some?
Although technically Cassandra has opened it out of its casing, so maybe it's not dangerous anymore.
But I mean, the dice would not lie.
I mean, the dice might have been like, "Hey, this is dangerous," and then she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take off the danger," and then.
Oh, okay, true. Okay, well, I think Eustace needs some way to move it without touching it. Is there like a wooden board or some kind of like?
I mean, yeah, there's literally a wooden board that used to be part of the roof.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll take that and then use that to roll the Orb of Nymetz into my bag.
Sure. You now have the Orb of Nymetz in your bag.
And did Eustace feel anything when he did that? Was there any kind of, moment of perhaps joy or interest when he did that? Did he? Was it?
Give me a charisma saving throw.
Okay. Let's see. That is a 12.
You have like an intrinsic interest in this, but I mean nothing magic.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, you now have a ball.
All right. I really want to know what this does. Okay, how do I do this? How do I handle this? Because out of character, I know what this is now. In character, I have no way of knowing.
Yeah, you have no way of knowing. You now have it in your bag.
Okay, I do think it's important, and I do think that it might be dangerous.
Correct.
Okay, all right. Well, is there any way to can I wrap it in something? I don't want it actually touching my other things in case it's like.
I mean, you could take some paper and wrap it up.
Okay, I do that.
Sure.
And
some of the notes that are no longer legible, you're like, well, this is
okay.
No purpose.
All right.
Recycle.
Okay. Gotcha.
Eustace has invented recycling, jeans, and
has it been 10 minutes? Is my buff Mufasa still around?
No, buff Mufasa's gone.
Okay. All right.
Well, while you and Cassandra had that moment, I'm going to just go to the others just for a little bit. Ihaz and Carbon Fang, are you doing anything up here? I mean, you guys watched your friends break open a glass box and take a white orb. Is there anything you're interested
in? Looking around for any interesting loot.
All right, give me an investigation check.
11.
I would like you to do what I had you guys do earlier. Give me 3d6 rolls, and that's going to give me a number.
All of us?
Nope, just him.
Okay.
325. Okay, 325. You find an interesting bottle. At first, you think it's a bottle of holy water, but as you pick it up, it looks like a glass vial with a stopper and some type of liquid in it. But as you tilt the bottle, the water inside doesn't move. It stays as it is. And as you note, It's actually not made out of glass. It's made out of a strange substance you don't recognize. It is hard and smooth, not cold like glass. And it has a stopper that's very different than what you would expect, because usually it would have some type of cork or something. This doesn't. It almost seems like it has a cap.
Ooh. Do I have any way? Do I have any way of like opening the bottle and sniffing the contents? Can I figure that out?
Give me a pure intelligence check.
14.
Okay. Yeah. Eventually, you realize that the cap can either unscrew. Actually, yeah, you do that. You unscrew the cap.
Mm-hmm.
And as you unscrew the cap and you change the air pressure, suddenly the sides of this bottle become pliable. You can actually like squeeze the sides a bit, and the liquid on the inside moves like a gelatin. And you can squeeze it, and it kind of moves around a bit. And as you smell it, it smells very weird. You've never smelled anything like it. It smells, the best thing I can describe it as, it smells chemically.
Oh. Did I just like get a bottle of hand sanitizer?
I think it's the stuff that turn people into
some kind of elixir or potion.
Yeah.
Give me a medicine.
Get.
Is there any kind of label on it? Is there any...
There are words on it, but like it's very, very faded. First, give me a medicine check.
8.
Okay. I mean, hey, maybe it's some type of elixir. Like the words are not easily legible, but you could make an attempt to read it. Give me an investigation check. Yeah, you don't like you one word you can kind of make out, and it says gel, and it's like, well, yeah, I already knew that part.
Oh, maybe it's hair tonic.
Pomade.
Yeah. It could be like hair gel or something.
Incredibly helpful for a dragonborn with no hair.
I have so much use for that. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I don't really have any like magic abilities to test if this is some magic gel potion or anything.
If you would like to just pocket it, you could keep it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
No, I'm
cool.
gonna take it.
Do me a favor, in your inventory, if you go to inventory and you go to manage inventory, you can add a custom item.
Yes.
And just type item 325.
Okay.
Is there a desk or anything in this room?
There are several desks.
Let's say, is there one that looks like it's in like a prestigious spot, like near a window or something that would say, "Hey, I'm important"?
Sure.
Hollybrook wants to just sit at that desk and start going through it.
Sure. You see Myrtle standing next to it, and she's reading the book that she took from that desk. As you look around, give me an investigation check. And as I finish with you, give me an intelligence saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. Okay.
I got a 2.
All right. Hollybrook, you got a 0. You got a 2. So Hollybrook, this is a desk.
Hollybrook's just standing there, just kind of moving her feet, going, "Guys, why are we in here? Come on, let's go." I'm tired of this. I'm bored.
The orb of Nymetz.
All right. So I just messaged you.
Okay.
And then, so Hollybrook is doing that. Myrtle has a book. Carbon Fang. What was Carbon Fang doing?
I haven't decided. I haven't said what I was gonna do. Are there any other? Should I want to walk around and like check the floorboards to see if there's any hidden, and the walls, just like knock on the walls and listen on them and see if there's any hidden.
I like that. Okay. Please give me a nature check. All right, with a 14, one of the things that comes to you very quickly is the fact that this building is built like shit. The wood is very like subpar. Everything used in this building is not meant to last. The village itself is meant to last, but this building was like, an IKEA building. So after that, give me an investigation with advantage. Oh, wow. So with
Oh boy.
with 2 2s, it becomes a
That's
7.
terrible.
So you're like, I'm gonna find a secret compartment. You are literally ripping up the floorboards of this place because they are not well built. But you don't find anything. You're just creating holes in the floor. Also, everybody notices Ihaz going off to the corner and then attacking something on the floor.
What?
Nothing. I tripped.
If anyone would like to give a perception check, you may do so.
No. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got it.
16.
I'll do it.
No, look away.
Ihaz, give me a deception check. Eustace, you can see that Ihaz has something leather in his mouth.
Like leather.
Happy Pride, everybody.
Wow.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
Just kind of chewing on it.
Does it look good? Like
No.
Oh.
I want to tackle him down to take a better look.
Sure. Give me a dex check. And Ihaz give me a dex save.
Oh, I rolled the wrong thing. Oh well.
So Carbon Flame got a 15. Ihaz got an 11. So yeah, you got the like an older sister. You've jumped on this guy. He has someone's shoe in his mouth.
What?
I told you I had it.
As in attached to his mouth, or
Like he has a shoe inside his mouth, as in he's chewing on a shoe.
I tripped. My mouth was open. It fell in.
Okay.
okay, I yank it out of his mouth.
Okay. You get a slobbery, chewed up leather shoe. It smells terrible.
You happy now?
Is there a matching?
Told you
shoe in
everything
the
was
room?
fine.
There's a second one on the floor. It seems like he was just chewing on the one for now, at least.
Why were you chewing on a shoe?
I tripped. The mouth was open. It happened all very fast. I don't know why everyone's making a big deal out of it. I'm not like stealing the orb of Nibbles or whatever.
Okay. I think the potions.
Give me an insight check.
22.
Oh shit! All right, with the 22, Ihaz, how much do you want to relate to her? Not so much by voice, but by what she's looking at you. She got a 22.
Okay. Look. I don't judge you for your proclivities. I was just a little bit hungry, and nobody was bothering with these at all. They don't belong to anyone. I don't see why we need to make a big deal out of it.
So annoying.
Happy Pride.
Well, it seems like Ihaz just had a shoe. All right, you guys have the Orb of Nymetz. You have a book that explains where the incident happened. And you have a shoe.
None of these things are like the other.
Correction,
That's
Eustace
again.
has the orb of Nymetz.
Fair.
Do we know
fair.
why I have started chewing on a shoe though?
I think Carbon Fang at least has an inkling with a 22 insight check. But I think the others don't necessarily yet know.
Well, Hollybrook's still standing there going, guys, I'm bored, let's go.
Fair.
These are desks. I mean, why
These
do
are
we need to be
desks.
looking at desks?
These are floorboards. They're very close to floorboards. Okay, I would like to do one final like investigation check if there's anything hidden in the room or anything like fallen behind the desks or under the desks or in drawers or anything. Is there like this is like all right, I'm ready to move on. Is there something I'm missing here?
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. That is a 22, 18 plus 4.
Dang.
All right. You feel like you have gotten everything that's important in this moment.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Actually, I'll give you one last thing. You find one extra book. It just talks about the people coming into the village and establishing the adventuring industry, or rather the adventuring guild, and having people come and go. And it's a very transactional, like someone came and applied for a quest. We approved it. Then so-and-so performed the quest and it was done. And at the end of it, it kind of got weird. Give me an insight check.
Okay.
It got weird. You don't really understand what's going on, but you can definitely tell there's a difference between the beginning of this book and the end of the book. And again, it's just like a ledger of quests.
Were there any dates in the ledger?
Yeah.
Would Eustace know how those compare to the common era that he's from?
Yes, because again, the books here are written in a different language. It's also using a different dating system. So it's not talking about the 1700s anymore. It's talking about your era, and it's again, it's about 150 years ago, and it spans about 30 years or so.
Interesting.
You can hand it off to someone else if you want to have them read it.
Yes, I will do that. I would like to hand it off to whomever can read it. And I
It's
pointed
in common,
at
so anybody can read it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Interesting. Okay. So it seems like 30 years ago?
No,
You said
150 years ago, but
150
over
years
the
ago, but a span. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you like to give it to?
I will give it to the person that didn't eat random things.
Okay.
I will give it to Cassandra.
Okay. All right. Like, why is everybody making such a big deal?
Tell you what, I actually
Shoe.
In my bag.
I give it to
two shoes.
Honestly, give it to Hollybrook.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I give it to Cassandra and Hollybrook, basically between them, say, here, look at this.
Sure. Hollybrook, give me an insight check.
You have high hopes.
I do have high hopes. Okay, a 15.
Hey, what? Okay, I thought it was a 1. Woo-hoo!
With a 15 on your insight check. As you read, you don't really know what the heck you're reading about, but it reminds you of shopping, and you love shopping.
Oh, yes.
And you're looking at this as a transaction. People come in, they want a quest done, it gets done by a person, and then there's a reward. In the beginning, it all makes sense. You know, there's a quest, how difficult it is determines the reward at the end. But as time goes on and goes on and goes on, it seems like the whole idea of supply and demand gets really out of whack. Everybody wants to solve a quest, but not everybody has a quest that needs to get done. So it kind of changes. It changes the idea of like what things are worth, and it also changes the quality of the quests that people are getting.
Good old supply and demand.
Good old capital.
So the amount of quests were getting fewer.
So what I would say is this: particularly in the last 10 years, you see like a dip in the quests. Because literally, the quest that needed to get done got done, and then suddenly there's no quest to be done. Then in the last maybe 5 or maybe even just the last 3 years, you got really weird quests starting to come out that weren't like the others. But it kind of like revitalized a bit, but it was just really weird to look at, and then it just ended.
Well, I passed that on to the group. I'm like, okay. And I explained that, like, okay, this is what's going on. So it looks like the quests were in decline, that there were enough of them, but after a time, there was this dip where they became fewer and fewer. But what would cause a dip in quests?
Society finally gets to be happy, but people ruin it.
I mean, I kind of explained it to you. It's like, the quest that needed to get done got done. It's a finite resource of quests.
So,
There's no just new quests.
so the
No new
undesirable,
monsters. No.
the quests that are not desirable are too easy or too mundane or what?
See, Adam, you have to understand, this is the remedial group. We cannot understand the concept of finishing your homework.
So basically what's happening is you had a town and you had one guy who's like, hey, go save my daughter. And no one did that one. But all the other things where it's like, oh, deliver 10 apples to my neighbor, that got done. And eventually there was really nothing left to do.
Except save the daughter. But who would do that?
No one wanted to do that one. But at some point, it seems like there was an artificial addition to these quests, and that's when you started getting these really weird quests.
So were they artificially buoying the quests, or were the quests genuinely weird?
I'm gonna say that with only a 15 on Hollybrook's insight, she doesn't know the difference. It could be either way.
Because if there were a dearth of quests, and then they're like, "Hey, we have a make work program for quests. We need you to dig this pit and then fill it in again. Quest achieved." That sounds like some weird quest manipulation.
It seems more like okay. With a 15 is enough that I'll tell you. Like all the beginning quests are very like curated and selected. Some people would come in and say, hey, I want this quest done, and the quest or the adventuring guild would say, no, that's not a quest we're going to do, for various reasons. Maybe it's either just not worth doing, or it's like stupidly dangerous that people shouldn't be doing it, or like it just doesn't make any sense. I think you're insane, kind of thing. And then it continues, and you have like solid quests of like, hey, there's a ghost in the tavern, go get rid of the ghost. Hey, there's some spirits in the woods and they're scaring the children, go talk to the ghosts. Or hey, there's like a troll that lives under the bridge and like takes money from everybody that goes over it. Stop the troll. Like those are normal quests. But suddenly, like the quests seem very more like esoteric and kind of just like they're also getting worse. Like the monsters that are involved are stronger. You're also seeing some of the like a much more adventurers dying doing these quests towards the end. So like there's like a definite difference in both quality, quantity, and just like content of these quests.
A lot more test the safety of this self-driving car quest.
Compliment the CEO quest.
Would fantasy Elon Musk be Elon Tusk?
He's a big mammoth man. He's
like
an orc man.
Yeah, like an orc. Nice, Elon Tusk.
maybe. I feel that at this point you don't necessarily know the end result. Obviously, you've got a major puzzle piece, but you feel like there's definitely more to be found. And the other book that you had kept referring to the incident, and you feel like you should probably check that out.
Okay. What's our time for tonight?
We're kind of finishing up this building, and then we'll wrap up.
Okay. Well, I think I'm done with this building then. I don't think there's anything else because the incident is not in this building, right?
Correct. The incident's not in this building, and it's not in this village.
Okay.
So it's safe to burn this building down.
I mean, assuming you're not in it.
If you do that, I might throw the orbit of Nymets at you and just see what happens, because you may just get sucked into a plane of pure water for all we know about this thing.
Hollybrook's been done with this building for a while.
Hollybrook is planking on the desks. I'm so bored.
She got a little excited by the concept of like shopping and then realized it was just quests.
Oh, it's a crummy commercial for a quest.
All right. Well, I think ultimately the last thing that you guys need to kind of decide upon before you wrap up for the session is if you're just going to start headed north from here, or if you're going to maybe like take a long rest and leave in the morning?
I would say long rest because Eustace wants his bardic inspiration back and, some spell slots back.
Long rest.
All right.
And I would say...
No, you go.
I would like to use... Let's see, what is it? I had a Song of Rest to expend... Well, I guess at long rest, all the hit points come back, right?
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, that'd be a short one. Never mind.
But yeah, so for I'll just say that you guys go back to the same restaurant that you guys had slept in the first night. You find your way back there, sleep, rest up. Everybody gets a long rest. You get your hit points back, you get your spells back, and you are nice and recuperated and ready to head north. Thank you for listening to Remedial Adventuring. The outro song is Thinking Doc by Anachronite, and their various ambient tracks are by Bardify. Our players have asked to remain anonymous, at least for now, but I have been your DM, Adam Souza. I'm putting together the next episode now, which should go live in about 2 weeks, so thanks again for listening, and I hope to see you again.
I've invented just tight jeans on this buff Mufasa. Okay.